What is up, bros? Me, Josh here, and in today's video, I'm going to go over some captain builds that might work out for you since the 0.6 captain changes. And today, we're going to go over the German battleships. The German battleships are known for their secondaries being super deadly, super potent, and so might as well build a build around the secondaries. So this is the build I run on my secondaries. If you guys don't know, the secondary range on the Bismarck with just AFT is 10.6 and all the way up to the tier 10. So tier 8 and to the tier 10, that's when the secondaries are absolutely insane. But the secondaries start getting really good at the tier 6, the Baron. And this is the build I'm running right now. And this is what works for me. And I think it will work for you guys if you want to run a full secondary build. Now, this is full-blown rage mode secondaries. So kind of what the build I'm running right now, directional center for catapult. Since you are getting closer to targets, you need to get within 10.6 for them to be super effective, because that's their range. I go with the extra catapult fighter to help me spot 1, other DDs, and 2, other torpedoes. So I really enjoy this, mainly for almost all my battleships. I really enjoy this skill. 2, adrenaline rush. Currently, adrenaline rush, it says all armaments is not affecting secondaries, but you might as well keep it just to have it and just to know that you're going to use those 2 points, because they are going to change it over, so it does affect the secondaries. 3, I picked up basic survivability first. I really enjoy this. It's kind of more of a survivability stance. High alert and survivability. I have a 17-point captain, so at 19 I'd go pick up high alert. Basic survivability is pretty freaking nice. So is superintendent. It's going to give you the extra heal, extra plane, extra sonar, which the sonar is actually really nice. So kind of depending on which you guys are running. I think I actually picked superintendent first on this build, and then I switched over to basic survivability when I noticed I was taking a bit extra damage because the fires stick longer. High alert is definitely an awesome pickup at the last 2 points as well. If you do want to run high alert for a bit more survivability, I think that's fine. This is kind of that Zerg in-your-face secondary build. So I went catapult fighter, adrenaline rush. I actually went superintendent. Picked up basic survivability at 17, and then went AFT at 4th slot. You want to get that range first. Get that range, start pumping up those secondaries, and then manual control. So what this does is it basically takes your weapons. You have to click on it. So this is the downside of this. If there's a lot going on and you forget to control click on stuff, your secondaries are going to be almost worthless. But you have to manual click, and if you do, you'll be amazed at how accurate these are. I mean, negative 60% to maximum dispersion of shells of secondary armament on tier 7 and up. That is so insane. It's like strapping a gearing to the side of your ship almost. It's nuts. So taking this, you do have to control click on ships, and that's when it's activated. So just be sure to do that, and it becomes super potent. And then I grabbed basic survivability at 17, so it's a pretty solid build right there. Don't get caught in some traps like demolition expert. It sounds cool, 2% to secondary battery. I don't think this is for a secondary load. I don't think this is anywhere near worth it. Also, fire prevention for like a full survivability build, I just don't think it's worth it. There's no way in hell I'm going to trade up AFT or manual secondaries for fire prevention. I just don't think this is worth it. This is a really solid 17-point captain. At 19 I'll grab high alert, so that would be the full build. So the build I would run is direction center for catapult aircraft, adrenaline rush, superintendent, AFT, manual fire, and then back to basic survivability, and then grab high alert at the last 2. This is a really good build, guys. Tier 6 and up, I think this is going to be super effective. Just fill in whatever points you have at the start, but these are the first 4 I would grab, and then fill in the rest as you go. Now let's check out some other builds that might help you with your German battleships. Here's a good fundamental build that could help you guys out with your German battleships. And as you can see, I dropped secondary control, the manual fire secondaries, and I picked up vigilance, and I picked up preventive maintenance with the last 2 points, expert marksmanship. So I dropped a adrenaline rush with this. This is a really good basic build. First, I'd go with catapult fighter, then grab high alert, then grab basic survivability. So what this is going to do is going to help you just survive longer. This is kind of a good survivability build, and which is kind of nice because if you've ever played the German battleships, they're big, they're fat, they burn easy, and they do take decent torp damage, but they just get focused a lot because they're such wide ships compared to, let's say, the Japanese ships that are a lot more thin. Same with even the US. But this is going to help you survive a lot longer to keep pumping out that damage. So grab the catapult fighter, high alert, basic survivability, so your repairs are going to be faster and the fires are going to last not as long. Then grab AFT as fast as you can. You want to get those long range secondaries, and the AA helps as well. After that, I would go back and grab superintendent, then vigilance, then probably just fill in preventive maintenance, and the last two grab extra marksmanship. Extra marksmanship for me was like a go-to on battleships because the tier 2 skill was kind of meh for battleships, and now it's kind of flaky. So you could easily drop extra marksmanship if you see it and pick up adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush is a bit more fun, and as you get lower, I think it really helps with German battleships. So actually, probably adrenaline rush is a better pickup. But if you want a little bit faster turrets, extra marksmanship is also there. And here's one last build for the German battleships that might help you guys out. And basically all this is a more concealment build. It's a bit of a stealthier build, meaning you can survive a bit longer. You know, if you have a couple fires on you, your repair comes up, you drop it, then you not shoot for a little while, you go dark, you can kind of come back and build up some of your health, and maybe something will give you better broadside if they're not seeing exactly where you are. So what this did is I dropped preventive maintenance and vigilance and picked up stealth. So concealment expert. Everything is basically the same as last, so I grabbed catapult fighter, high alert, basic survivability, AFT. Still want that. That's the basic, I would think, for almost every battleship if you want to do like a survivability build. And that's kind of a good start to, that's a good first 10 points. Then after that, F14, I'd probably grab concealment expert, then go back and grab superintendent. You want those charges, especially for the higher tiers, and then adrenaline rush. This is a really, really good build if you want to be a bit stealthier. This is going to make you survive for a while. You know, if you can time your shots right and have the time to go dark. I like running this on my USN battleships. I run this on a lot of my high tier battleships, and it really, really does help. Now, you're known for being kind of an aggressive ship, so this is kind of like a oh crap button, if you will, saying, hey, I need to get out of here, I need to get some distance and get some of my health back. You know, in a German battleship, you're known for your secondary, so you don't want to be too far away. This can really help you reset, escape the fight, regen some health, and then go back in. So a really good escape route with concealment expert. Probably not the strongest build for it, but definitely a build that's worth checking out if you find yourself getting hit too much and you want to kind of slow it down and kind of last more of the fight if possible. This is a third build I would run, grabbing the concealment expert and giving yourself an out if you need it. So guys, here's 3 good builds that can work for your German battleships, all kind of based around the secondaries, which is the strength of the German battleships. Now remember, German battleships are probably one of the strongest line within 15 kilometers for battleships because the secondaries are so strong, and you tend to have a higher fire rate, and you tend to be able to tank better because you don't really get citadel that much. So use the secondaries, light everything on fire, burn everything down, and laugh while doing it. That is it from me, guys. Remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.